Hello, baby.
Hello, nasty.
Hello there. Hello. I say hello. Hello, friend. Well, hello, little girl. Hello, my treacherous friends.
Hello, operator.
The beginning of everything. Welcome back, my friends. It's showtime.
Hey everybody, welcome to The Brink of Sanity, episode 421. Episode 420 was like 9 months ago. It's hard getting people to do Brink these days. How you doing, Mark?
Good. How you doing? Jay, I feel like you need some motivation.
For what?
I don't know. Just like a motivation. I want to get you a motivational poster. I saw this on TikTok. I'm just going to quote things I say on TikTok. But you want I'll make this into a motivational poster for you. Do you want this? Do you want to hear it?
Let's hear it.
Okay. Do crackheads say, I can't get high today because I'm broke? No, they make it happen. Don't let a crackhead try harder than you.
All right.
That's a pretty amazing motivation poster.
Yeah. It's a little wordy for a poster.
Whatever. Anything about crackheads trying harder than you, and you're like, a crackhead they will always get cracked. They will find a way that they will get shit done. Is there anything you've done in life, Jay, that you've been more motivated than a crackhead?
Probably not. No. No, I wouldn't, probably wouldn't break into my neighbor's house and sell their TV for, whatever it is I do.
Well, I'm just saying, Jay, I guess you are trying to promote a card game, which you're going to talk about on the show. Mm-hmm. And I feel like if you were as motivated as a crackhead, this card game would already be huge, Jay. But you refuse to break into your neighbor's apartment, sell their TV to fund your game.
To get some advertising funds.
You're you don't care.
That is true. So, Kickstarter is launching on Tuesday, the 20th, February 20th. And I've been talking about it for a while, so if you're a listener to Brink, you probably know, but it's a party game, and it's got 6 categories, a lot of stuff that was influenced by the show, top 5s, Would You Rather, Two Truths and a Lie. So it's a lot of fun. I play tested it a bunch of times, and it went over very well. So if you want to help support the show, you can support the Kickstarter. The link will be in the show notes.
Jay, so would you rather, in honor of the game, mm-hmm. would you rather smoke crack, Jay, mm-hmm. or jump out of an airplane?
Is there a parachute?
Yes, there's a parachute. There's a parachute, and you can do a tandem, so other guy can be there. And in fairness, crack will let you have a paramedic nearby.
I have a fear of heights too, so.
You have a fear of crack?
I do. I have a fear of both things, so this is a tough one.
Yeah, so it's a pretty good one. Like, just which one are you gonna choose? You're gonna do the crack, or jump out of a plane?
Probably the plane. Although both of them, I think, at this point, would give me a heart attack.
Okay. Yeah, I thought you would have chosen crack. I really thought you would have been like, okay, I'm all in for the crack.
Yeah, I feel like with my on again, off again anxiety, like I might just get a heart attack on crack.
But you think jumping out of a plane, that'll be fine with your anxiety?
I think I might get a heart. Like I said, either way, I think results in a heart attack. So maybe the plane will be a little fun on the way down.
You're like, oh, this is not so bad. And the guy behind you will be like, parachute's not working, so enjoy it while you can.
Well, do you think there's one of those guys that does that just to mess with people? Like, I pulled on the string like 3 times. The parachute's not opening. Sorry, man.
Gotcha.
Well, did you see that guy on he's a carny at like the free fall rides, and he goes, oh wait, I forgot to attach the seatbelt, and he pushes the button, and like he's just messing with everybody. He there's a whole video of him just like freaking people out like that.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know, if you're falling at maximum velocity from the sky. Mm-hmm. That's pretty fucked up with time to like scare someone.
Yeah. You'd probably lose your job pretty quickly, but ultimate prank.
Yeah, it would be an ultimate prank. You like, it's somehow like you would say that, and you'd be like, ha ha ha, and the guy would freak out so much, somehow it would fuck up the parachute.
Right. Just twisting and turning, and gets detached or whatever.
You get to that, you're like, I was kidding, shit. Definitely not going to keep this job. So what's going on with you, Jay?
Well, been working on the game, and also I've been selling a few things, and
We can ask you, Jay, real quick before
Yeah.
you. Okay, how much? What's your Kickstarter? What are you trying? How much are you trying to raise?
6,500.
$6,500. That's not like a crazy amount of money.
No,
Would you, if someone gave you $6,500 for the game and all you had to do was smoke crack, would you do it?
no, I have a fear of crack. I have a crack.
Okay, what about,
crack
would you jump
phobia.
out of a jump out of an airplane to raise the money? Would you jump out of an airplane to raise the $6,500?
What about the indoor version of that?
What about the pussy version of that?
Yes.
No. You got to jump out of an airplane. Let's just say we announce to our listeners that you will jump out of a plane if we hit $6,500.
Yeah, I don't think I would.
You will not for your game.
No,
There's a
no.
crackhead would jump out of a plane to get crack.
Yeah.
And just crackhead wouldn't even need the parachute. If you're like, give him more crack, he'll go from the plane. He'll go, like, I'll figure it out on the way down.
Thing
Won't
is,
give me the crack.
I'd like to be around to see it happen.
Okay, you're gonna go from. I'll tell you what. You'll do tandem. The person you'll be jumping with has jumped over 1,000 times from a plane. Nothing's gone wrong. I will pay for your jump, your tandem skydive. All you got to do is do it. If we get $6,500, will you announce that?
No, I will not announce that.
What? Come
At all.
on!
No.
What are you gonna do for this game? Come on, we got to up the ante. You need to raise the money. Are you gonna get, a face tattoo?
What? Why is it only me doing terrible things?
You're the one that really wants the game to go where? Go
Yeah,
somewhere.
like,
I'm
I don't
thinking the
even
idea.
care
I'm
about
the
the
other
game.
guy here.
Like, I don't even care about the game anymore.
Okay. What will you do? Tell me what big thing will you do to get the money here?
I mean, does it really matter? Like, if I announce it, are our 13 listeners gonna all of a
If
sudden
we
fund?
raise the money, you have to do it. Yes, it'll be contingent on them giving the money. The money will not be donated unless you actually do this. If we hit the number, you got to do it.
Could we just
I'll donate, Jay, with something good.
let's just move on to the next segment of the show?
I will get us the first $65. I'm willing to put $65 in right now, Jay.
Okay, great. I will look forward to that. I will
Okay.
look forward to that pledge.
Okay. So, Jay, you really just don't want to. You just announce you don't want this.
I want to be around and alive and still have a job when it happens.
Okay, bungee jumping. Jump off a bridge with a rubber band on your feet. Do that. $6,500. You good?
Are we just picking my deepest, darkest fears, and can't it be
Sure. What else are you scared of, Jay?
Well, I mean, I said heights, and you're like, well, what if we just pick something even more dangerous?
Well, I mean, here you have a rubber band on your feet, so it's a rubber band.
Yeah,
They don't break.
Those have never broken before.
Never broken. They never break. Rubber bands are they're rock solid. You're good. I mean, when's the last time you heard someone die from bungee jumping? Have you ever heard anyone die from bungee jumping?
I think so.
You don't even remember. I'm going to ask ChatGPT right now, when's the last time someone died from bungee jumping?
It's gonna be 4 days ago. They lost a bet to have a Kickstarter funded.
Okay, let me get this. Okay, when is the last time?
What are you putting? Last time somebody died from bungee jumping?
Yeah, well, why not?
Okay. No, just wondering. You got a little.
See what ChatGPT says. Okay, so the last time bungee jumping was December 23rd. Sorry. December 2023. Sorry, not December 23rd.
Oh, okay.
December.
I was
yeah.
6 weeks ago. That's pretty recent.
At first, it said as of February 13th, 2025. I was like, oh shit, February, someone died today.
That's still pretty recent.
56-year-old Japanese tourist died after completing a 764-foot bungee jump in China. He stopped breathing shortly after the jump. So he died from something like heart attack.
From
The actual
exactly
bungee jump.
what would happen to me. Exactly.
Yeah, they say while fatalities in bungee jumping are rare, there's more in the sentence. Generally, people do not die from the actual jump.
Yeah, I don't like the generally part of that.
Okay, when was the last time someone died from the actual jump. So not like other factors.
I'm not doing it, so it doesn't really matter when the
Okay,
last time
ChatGPT
is.
didn't understand didn't understand that question. Okay, okay, so what else could we set? Because we could set up bungee jumping, we could set up skydiving. What else could we set up for you that would be scary? Okay, I got it. Forget that. Would you agree to have breast implants?
Okay. Yeah, we're getting a little off the
Okay.
rails.
Okay. You don't think major surgery that alters your body would be worth it for the game?
For
Okay,
$6,500, spend 30 grand on a surgery.
Okay, how's this? For a month, you have to wear a toupee.
Like a bad one?
Not a good one.
I mean, that I could do. That's
So
not bad.
if we raise the money, we could get a toupee and you will wear it and pretend you have to deny it's fake when people ask you about it.
Okay.
Okay. That's pretty good. Okay, so if we raise $6,500, we will pick out a toupee and Jay will wear it for a month and claim it's his real hair.
There you go.
That's solid. Okay. Not quite jumping out of a plane or like living with tigers or having your face tattooed, but
No,
whatever.
no, but I'll be able to like arrange for the shipping of the games and to have it get to people if I'm alive. So
Okay. Well, okay. And all your work Zooms will be just weird.
very weird. Very weird. Yes.
Jay, something's different about you. I'm younger. That's what's different about me.
So I've been selling some stuff on eBay, and I sold my old digital video camera. And what I found out when I was selling it was that you can't erase the old tapes.
You can't erase. Oh, like the tapes that you use for the video. Like,
Yes.
for those that are not old enough to understand this, there used to be video cameras meant for recording. It wasn't just your phone. And there were tapes that went along with it that you had to use these special tapes to record on. Yeah.
Which
It was a wild time in the 1990s, 80s and 90s.
ironically, I got a video editing job where I had to film a music concert and edit it, and somehow both of those tapes got wiped on my train ride home. These unerasable tapes. I must have like went near a big magnet or something because I got home and both of my tapes were blank. But the ones I actually want to erase from the ones I sold, I can't erase. So
So is the so basically you sold a tape to someone that has you and your wife getting it on.
no, but there is some weird stuff. I mean, there's raw SantaCon footage.
Okay.
So I mean that might
Wait, I have a question, Jake. Isn't the new person going to just tape over them?
hopefully. I mean, he may.
Why didn't you just tape over them to begin with?
What am I going to tape over it with?
Just stare at the blank wall.
It's just me staring motionless and not blinking for
No,
like 6
I mean
hours.
you just if you don't want your footage on there,
Yeah.
you aim the camera at your bare white wall and just hit record, and that way it will record over it. Did you not think of this?
I did, but I have like a dozen tapes and they were all like 6 or 8 hours long. And I realized I couldn't delete them like after it already sold. And I'm like,
So he's like, I mean, I only had 2 days to send it out. And whatever. So who doesn't want to see a video of my dick?
I mean, there's nothing like that on there, but there's definitely, I mean, there's the SantaCon stuff. There's the old public access show I used to do.
Okay.
There's a
Would it
lot.
be funny if the guy was like, "This is brilliant," and like suddenly you become like, you just start like showing it to all his friends, so you get like a huge following. You're like that guy from the movie Sugar, who's huge in Africa.
He's got all the raw footage. He could literally just re-edit all the episodes and put them out. Wouldn't that be funny if the show was actually a hit like the second time or like 20
Yeah,
20
exactly.
years
Like,
later?
it's huge. You don't realize it, but it's gigantic on YouTube suddenly. Like one day in your feed, you're like, "Isn't that me?" There's 18 million views in this video. What the fuck's going on here? And then Jay like sues, and Jay find out he can't actually get the money. The guy's like, "Yeah, I'm making like $50,000 a month on these videos, and but you sold them to me with the video camera, so nothing for you."
The secret sauce was the alternate cuts that we chose not to use. That's where we went wrong.
Yeah. The behind the scenes people are gonna freaking love.
So he's
How much did you sell? How much did you sell your future away for?
it was only like I don't know, $60.
Did you put anything on there saying like, "There's footage on here. You'll find out what the footage is when you get it"?
No, I just thought it would be funny if he got like all this weird stuff because our old show had like puppets and like all this weird stuff. So I think it would be kind of funny if he just starts looking into this madness and says, "What the hell did I just buy?"
It'd be great if he just sent you a video back. Like he just filmed some weird shit and sends it back to you, and so that you guys become weird pen pals.
Weird video pen pals. I'd be totally into that.
What else is going on, Jay?
We got a lot of emails, so you want to jump into a couple of those?
Sure.
Lorenzo,
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Not get a question, but right before we go into that. So the other day, I guess they had the Grammys or something. You watch it?
No.
Okay. You know what the Grammys are, right?
Yeah, I'm not into award shows. It's like I don't know.
Would you be into like the Brink Award shows?
I mean, we did that, right?
Ah, we might have done that, yeah. Okay, anyway, so my daughter just goes to me, Kanye's wife was naked on the show. And I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "My friend said Kanye West's wife was naked on the show." Mm-hmm. Did you see these pictures?
Not of those, but I mean, she's been doing that for like the last year and a half.
It is so two things about this. So first, they show the pictures. She's wearing a sheer out. It's not like and the outfit I guess is quote unquote sheer. She's wearing almost nothing. Mm-hmm. It's just bizarre. Like it's absolutely like you're like something's fucking wrong with her. Like to go out in public being like, "I'm just wearing a transparent, like perfectly transparent, and I'm just naked out here, and I'm gonna pretend this is normal."
Yeah, I mean she's been doing that for months now. Although I heard at that one she looked like distressed, and then they got divorced like a week later. So,
well, they're getting a divorce. That was the next thing. Apparently, Kanye selling Nazi outfits, T-shirts with swastikas was the last straw.
Oh, that's what he did?
You didn't hear it? The Super Bowl, he tricked a local television station to airing basically a commercial for his site selling T-shirts with swastikas on them.
Well, some people used to really worship this guy too.
I mean, he clearly has mental, like there's clearly something very, very wrong with him. But it's crazy. He's just like the downfall from a guy who was like a pretty good singer to like being like just completely fucking having a mental breakdown in public and like, well, he is rich, so I guess he could do this, whatever he wants.
Last week he tweeted 1,800 times in 3 days, and he was just saying the weirdest stuff. Like he has no friends, having a sense of humor is for losers. He thinks paying for sex is better than free sex. Like basically, he was just outing himself as like the biggest loser on the planet.
He's fucking crazy. Absolutely fucking crazy. But I just saw the images of his wife, or now soon to be ex-wife, naked and pretending like she's wearing clothes. I'm like, this is so fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
And people are taking pictures like, okay, I guess we're pretending she's wearing clothes.
Yeah, I like how everybody was like, let's just ignore how insane this is.
Jay, when are you getting your settlement money from Twitter?
You mean X?
X, yes. I know you had some issues with X.
Yeah.
With our accounts. Mm-hmm. And Donald Trump had some issues also after January 6th. He sued, and Musk's X is paying Donald Trump $10 million. It's not Elon just giving his boss $10 million as a bribe to the president. It's just a settlement of a lawsuit based on nothing. So when will you be collecting your money from X also?
What is the lawsuit for? That
he got kicked off of after January 6th. He got kicked off of X or Twitter. He sued for millions of dollars for whatever damage that caused, even though they're allowed to kick you off. And Musk said today that we're going to pay him $10 million.
Great. That's wonderful.
Really, really kind of bizarre. They're just going to like, everyone's like, okay, this guy he's just handing the president $10 million, and the government's giving him hundreds of millions of dollars his companies are getting $100 million from the government, and he just paid the president $10 million. Totally normal.
It's
I don't want to
always
get political on this. I just want to see, Jay, when you get your money from X.
no. It's always a heartwarming story when billionaires get free money. It just warms my heart.
It really is. It makes things better in life.
It does. It does. I mean, they earned it. He definitely earned an extra $10 million by not tweeting. So, you know.
Yeah, well, Trump was banned from tweeting from Twitter, and some reason or another that apparently when you get banned and you're the president, you get $10 million for being banned.
Okay. So I'm just one presidency away from getting my $10 million.
If you had won your election, Jay, you could be getting $10 million from Twitter also.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, life goals.
Yeah, there you go.
That's gonna be my whole platform. I'm gonna run in 2028, and when people ask why, I just could say, well, because I'm gonna sue Twitter and get $10 million.
I'm gonna say I want to be rich. It seems like whoever's president ends up being pretty rich. I'm sure there's nothing crazy, nothing weird going on there. But everyone who becomes president gets hundreds of millions of dollars. So I want to do that too.
Step A, become president making $200,000 a year. Step B, blank. Step 3, be worth $1 billion.
Yeah. Have you seen how the Obamas are doing? Doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Some reason or another, doing pretty well right now.
I don't know what step B is, but it seems like a pretty good one.
I don't know what business he was in as president, but now he makes money. Anyway, well, what else is going on with you, Jay?
Let's see. We got thebrinkofsanity@gmail.com. Lorenzo writes, hey guys, it's time to revisit a top 5 from the past. Top 5 overrated movies. Episode 134 saw Jane and Mark arguing nonstop over each other's lists.
Ooh.
So do you want to think of your top 5 and do it next episode, or do you want to try and win it?
Are we even going to have a next episode, Jay? Let's just cover it now. So are we going to do the previous list, or come up with a list now?
I don't remember what the list was, so maybe they'll be the same.
Did he not include us in his email? What the list was?
He did not.
Okay, so you want to say top 5 most overrated movies?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like your first answer is going to be. I feel like your answers are going to be really annoying.
Well, it was in episode 134 apparently.
I'm positive you're. Give me. What would you put out there?
The Shining.
I don't know if we argued over that one. I mean, you think it's it's like all-time classic.
Yeah, I think it's overrated. I think it's slow. I think they do a bad job of explaining his alcoholism and violent tendencies. I don't know. I just thought they did everything.
He goes crazy pretty fast.
Yeah, I thought there was
there was some build up to it, basically, and the isolate. I thought it was a pretty. It's also, if you compare to the movies back then, he broke ground with that.
I like the cinematography's good. I just think maybe it's because I read the book and I was just really disappointed in the movie.
Oh, I read the book. You know how good the book is? The book was amazing. There's so much happened in the book that wasn't in the movie. Oh my god, the book was so good.
Sorry, I read.
Okay, I'm literate.
Mr. TikTok in my free time.
Yeah, exactly. Stop trying to being a liberal elite, Jay. You got to get to the rest of us, like the rest of us who don't fucking read books. I read the book. Do you know in the book so much more happened in the book? In the book, there's such a build up to his psychosis. It made so much more sense.
Is that so much to ask for?
Yeah, books and movies are different, Jay. I don't know if you're aware.
Yeah, I just feel
what I didn't like in the book? There were no pictures.
The movie is 2.5 hours. And
would you want it to be a month-long movie? The books and movies are just different content.
Within 2.5 hours, if you can't show a build-up to somebody snapping, then I don't know. Then you messed up.
I thought there was a good enough build-up because I'm not the asshole who's like, the book was so much better.
Okay, forget the book. The movie was kind of boring.
Okay, fine. What's your next one, Jay? What's your next? I'm going to go through your list.
The Dark Knight.
This is the second one, right? The Dark Knight with the Joker?
Yeah.
Okay. What the fuck's wrong with you, Jay?
The Joker part was great. The whole
Joker part was awesome. Yes. The movie goes on too long. There's some annoying outlet. The stuff with Two-Face wasn't that great. The Joker was fucking amazing.
Two-Face should have been a separate movie. All of the Two-Face stuff was a complete waste of time.
I don't love when they have too many. I don't watch as much superhero stuff now, but I generally find there's you really should just have one bad guy, one good guy. That way you could develop both characters. Or just have like
Every series feels like part 2 has to have 2 bad guys, and part 3 has to have 3 bad guys. They did it with the original Spider-Man trilogy, and by the third one, it was so muddled.
right. You just have less time to develop these bad. Ideally you want the bad guy and the good guy fully developed. It makes for a much more fun movie.
Yes.
Like the Joker was fucking phenomenal in that movie.
Yeah. And I would say the movie was not overrated if they just had the Joker, and then they did a third one with Harvey Dent. But
The Harvey Dent stuff wasn't developed enough. And it wasn't that interesting.
no, and it was basically like they killed him off immediately in the next movie, so it was pointless, which retroactively made it even worse.
Yeah, that's fair. I still think it's a great movie. As far as like a superhero movie, what's I guess I haven't seen enough superhero movies, but what's the best superhero movie of all time? Because I would say that's the best superhero movie of all time.
I wouldn't even put that in my top 5.
Oh, well, I read all the books and the books were better.
Well, I did read all the comic books. But
Which one? Okay, so which ones are better?
The Watchmen.
Okay, so it's the one superhero movie no one saw. Go on.
No, that was a pretty popular one.
Hey, come on. No one fucking liked that movie. No one saw the movie. No one even knows what you're talking
That
about.
movie's an absolute masterpiece.
Okay, you're a masterpiece.
Infinity War.
Okay, I didn't see Infinity War. I didn't watch all the Avenger movies. I should watch them at some point, but
Yeah.
okay.
I would say any Captain America Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Blade.
Okay, so anyway, Dark Knight's better. But Dark Knight also
Batman
beginning of
Begins
that
was
movie-
better. Batman Begins was better.
no.
Yeah.
No way. Batman Begins was not bad. Batman Begins was good also. The third one was not that great.
No.
Third
one
Bane was one of the worst superheroes I've ever seen.
Although-
just like the entire time you're like, did you guys not hear this during the entire editing process, his voice, and you just kind of went with this?
The funny thing is they re-edited it, and that was the better version.
What? You know what? I'd like you them to re-edit the movie and switch Bane's voice out to Donald Duck's voice. That would make the movie better.
Pee-wee's voice.
Pee-wee's voice. Yeah, anything. Like that was just the entire movie. You're like, something wrong with my audio. Like, what's going on here?
Well, The Dark Knight did have the funniest scene in all of superhero movies.
Which one?
It was when Harvey Dent is in the hospital, and the Joker shows up with a surgical mask on, but you could still see the makeup around his eyes and parts of the smile. And then he takes off the mask as a big reveal, and Harvey Dent gets all startled, like he had no idea that was the Joker.
Fair enough. Fair. Yeah. Overrated. I'm trying to think of what's an overrated. Give me another one while I'm trying to think of overrated
Fast and
movies.
Furious. I guess it's...
How do you make that overrated? Like, no one's like, wow, I mean, that Shakespearean masterpiece, The Fast and Furious.
There's 10 of them, so...
Yeah, but like,
People obviously
you're
like
gonna say Jason Part X was overrated?
No, I'm going to say they're all, like, the first one. The one that started a 10-movie
The first one
franchise.
is fine. It's a solid action movie.
It's pretty garbage. I guess if you're into
you
cars...
think the characters weren't developed well enough in that stupid action movie. Like,
I guess if you're into cars, it's interesting, but they have scenes where, like, he opens up a hood and they show the engine, a close-up of the engine, and I guess you're supposed to be like, oh, my God. Look at this.
yeah, like, I rubbed one out when I saw the engine. For that, basically, it's a solid action movie. I don't know. It was like it was decent. I don't like we weren't expecting that much. You was expecting like cool looking cars, racing, cool scenes, and hot girls. That's what you're expecting.
I thought it was pretty garbage.
Okay.
Donnie Darko.
Okay. So now we have to like have a fist fight.
You like that movie?
Fucking love that movie.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it in years. I thought about showing it to my kids, but I was like, they're gonna think this is stupid.
'Cause it is.
But like, I like that movie a lot.
It's just Jake Gyllenhaal walking towards the camera slowly with a sulk on his face. They show his stupid rabbit once or twice, and then the house gets crushed, and that's the whole movie. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Oh, I like that movie a lot. God damn you, Jay.
I could not hate that movie more.
What about TV shows? Overrated TV shows?
You want a fist fight? The Wire.
Okay. I'm gonna have to burn your house down. I'm gonna have to like slash your tires.
I thought it was good, but I just don't get all the like best show ever talk.
Fucking masterpiece.
I
It's a
don't.
goddamn masterpiece. I'm sorry there was no book for you to read, Jay.
I thought seasons 3 and 4 were very good. I thought the other 3 seasons were a little bit lacking.
Okay. Well, I guess now you've pointed out to everyone your opinion sucks. I thought The Wire was a masterpiece, unbelievable. Maybe you shouldn't. I've been recommending Jay Bry, who's our other host. Just rewatched or just watched the first time, Band of Brothers. I'm rewatching it now. It's fantastic. It's one of the greatest miniseries ever. Jay will probably watch and be like, "Why do they keep fighting this war? God, enough about the goddamn Germans."
I mean, I don't know. I just thought it was the characters were cool. I liked Omar, but I just thought it was very slow moving, and some episodes I thought were just, I don't know.
Okay, you're everything has to be like so like firing off like crazy stuff has to happen. I need Winter Soldier in every one of my movies. What's an underrated movie? And by the way, don't pick you have the most random shit you like. Pick something that's popular.
Something that's popular that's underrated. Do you want me to pick a superhero movie? I mean,
Pick something that I would have seen.
Something that you would have seen. Popular movie that's underrated, I would say. I don't know. Let me think about it. We'll circle back.
Okay. What's your all-time favorite movies? Give me some like all-time favorite movies. Not your absolute like. Give me your Mount Rushmore, so to speak.
It's hard if like it's better if you go by genre, but because like I love Big Lebowski, but would I consider like the greatest movie ever? No.
I was asking someone, we were talking about TV shows. I was telling them about Band of Brothers is amazing, and I was like, oh, I'm like let me get a sense of your taste. What's your all-time favorite show? And he goes, Eastbound and Down, and I was like, what an interesting. I mean, you watched that show?
No,
right?
I haven't.
Kenny Powers is an amazing character. It's hilarious. It's just like but it's an absolute comedy versus like a drama. People don't usually pick like a comedy for their favorite show. You should watch it though. It's really funny.
I heard good things about it.
Yeah, I mean not every season's amazing. The first season's hilarious, and it's just it's a character that you kind of just want to keep watching.
You know what movie I thought was underrated? G.I. Joe.
What?
I thought it was a very good movie.
I didn't see it. I got terrible review.
I know. I don't get it. I saw it and I loved it, and I don't understand.
I don't know.
You know what?
That was a good movie.
You know what I think it was? I think it was.
I wish The Wire was as good as G.I. Joe.
I think it was the me versions of like The Shining, where people like memorized the cartoon back in the day, and they drifted too far from the original source material. I think that was it.
I don't know. I didn't see it, so I can't really speak to it. But the cartoon was like, you ever seen like clips from it? Because sometimes I'll see like, clips on like TikTok or whatever on YouTube, like clips from it. It was complete shit. I don't know. Like I'm surprised. I thought it was awesome when I was a kid.
I was annoyed by it as a kid. I think I was a dark kid because I got annoyed when they were like in a jet and the jet got shot and they would have to show the guy in a parachute. I'm like, no, he should have died.
I want more murder on my Saturday morning cartoon.
I was like 6 and I'm like, it's bullshit that they're not killing these guys.
Dad, I want fucking blood. We need more blood on Saturday morning. When I'm eating my Eggos, I want the goddamn blood.
I guess I was a dark kid, but yeah. That was my take.
It's a little rough to want more murder on Saturday morning.
I mean, it is a little cheesy.
I mean, all the stuff, there's some really just bad. Like as much as like if you ever look back at some of the old shows, like I've seen like an old episode of like Facts of Life. Well, not old, they're all old. And you're like, this garbage was what I considered entertainment back in the day. It's crazy.
There wasn't a lot of shows back then. So everyone watched the same ones, and some of them were really bad.
I mean, the script, like there was this never like a rewrite. Like, hey, we gotta get this done, okay? It's 5:00. We want to get some drinks. Just put something on paper. The actors will say it. There's no other option. Just put it on TV.
Yeah, it was kind of like there was like 3 channels, so you came home and you picked one of the 3, and Facts of Life was probably better than the other 2.
I remember in the summer they would take like when you came home, like there'd be like the reruns that are on, and they go from like the regular reruns to the summer reruns. And the summer reruns were the worst reruns. Now you're watching like Stuck with Happy Day episodes.
Right, right. Yeah, because like if you saw the episode, you're like, probably don't want to watch it again. So now you're watching like what's that show with the stupid robot girl?
Oh,
Little
Small Wonder
Small
on like
Wonder.
Saturday afternoons.
That was one of the worst shows of all time.
Oh my God. Like the like just like I made a robot I made an absolute perfect robot and I'm gonna make it a secret instead of being a trillionaire.
Right.
You know, the other option is just to make $1 trillion. No, I'm gonna make it a secret and just pretend this is a little girl, not a robot. That seems like a better
I'm gonna let one neighbor know about it, and he's not gonna tell anybody.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. I'm gonna have an alien Alf live with us, and I'm not gonna exploit this in any way. I'm just gonna hide this from everyone that they're aliens. For no good reason.
You know, Alf killed his neighbor.
He killed his neighbor? Mm-hmm. I don't remember that episode.
Yeah, the neighbor saw him and got so scared he had a heart attack.
Oh, okay. I don't really remember. That was a long time ago.
In a very special episode of Alf.
Very special episode. Anything else overrated you want to mention, Jay?
No, we could go on to the next email.
She's like, okay, the rest of my overrated shows are Sopranos, Breaking Bad, and anything Mark likes.
No, I love both of those shows.
Okay, good. Do you? So I know we make fun of Facebook and like the fact that like there's certain posts on Facebook where people will be like, "Happy birthday to my 6-year-old son," and like, "What an amazing son," or just my wife. Like, I want to wish happy birthday to my wife, and like, because I can only wish it to her here, not like at home. Like, those are stupid posts, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I find those posts really annoying. Do you go on LinkedIn, Jay?
Only when I'm looking for jobs, because every other time it's nothing interesting at all.
Okay, I'm in recruiting. I go on LinkedIn a lot. And so there's a subreddit I've joined that I like, and it's called LinkedIn Lunatics. And
Oh, that sounds like it could be
there
good.
are so many goddamn crazy posts on there. And so this is someone in recruiting, not I do not know this person, but instead of submitting them to the LinkedIn Lunatics subreddit, I just thought I would just kind of share with you the post.
Okay.
Tell me if you think this sounds absolutely fucking insane.
Okay.
This past weekend, we celebrated Sophia's first birthday. Everyone says motherhood changes you, but I think it just makes us more of who we are. So what are my takeaways as the 1 year mark of motherhood has officially hit? She gives her 10 takeaways from motherhood as a social media post to get more business.
What's her business?
Recruiting.
I don't see the connection there.
I don't know, but people just post this shit. Like your takeaways from fucking motherhood? That's what you're posting on your work for your work like networking thing?
Very weird. Very weird.
Do you want to hear about her takeaways from motherhood?
Give me a couple. Give me the highlights.
Family. I'm not gonna read you the whole thing because everything's long. But family first always. I don't know if you've heard of that family comes first before, but
Wow, what a eye-opening insight.
these
there.
are some amazing fucking like just insights. Comparison is the thief of joy. Fucking like amazing. It's like she asked ChatGPT for the 10 takeaways from the first year of motherhood.
Right. I could have made up this list.
This list is crazy. 3, health is wealth. Holy fuck. Are you this desperate to post online?
Hey, that rhymes.
Number 4, you can only do one thing at a time. No fucking shit. Number 5, you are significant. And each one has like a further paragraph explaining them.
Yeah,
But you are
I
significant.
needed more health is wealth. I needed a paragraph explaining what that means.
6, Instagram is an incredibly boring social media platform. Unlike LinkedIn.
Wait,
7,
wait. That was her takeaway from motherhood?
yeah.
That Instagram is boring.
Guess
Okay,
number,
she's off the
there's some
rails.
downtime when you have a baby.
She's off the rails.
Number 7, women's contribution. It's also it's just like I see this person. So this person's been recruiting for in the recruiting for the industry for like a year, and I see these posts she makes all the time about like how she brings like just like acting like an expert, and I'm like, again, I don't really know this person, but I just keep following her social media stuff, being like every post I think is dumber than the one before, and this one I just thought was insane. Number 7, women's contributions to society are greatly undervalued.
No, number 8, that scene in The Dark Knight where Harvey Dent doesn't notice the Joker is what I learned from motherhood.
Number 8, make plans and stick to them. Number 9, stop obsessing over celebrities, athletes, and politicians. And number 10, you can always find time.
So basically, 2 of these are about motherhood, and then she ran out.
She just was like, I need it's what comes down to is like these people on social on LinkedIn are like, I need to post every fucking day and I need to come up with anything because I have to have my brand out there. I have to have my
Yeah.
brand out there. And so you're like, people post shit with their kids all the time. You're like, is this about business networking? Why the fuck are your things about your kids on here?
That's why I never post. I don't know what to post. Like,
Apparently you should do your 10 takeaways from not having kids.
10 takeaways from accounting, and they just start going on a rant about comic book movies.
Just 10 takeaways from it. These people have these, it's always like takeaways from this, takeaways from that, where you're like, are you fucking out of your mind?
My 10 takeaways from having kids. Pop-Tarts. Why are there so many flavors? Do we need that many?
If you were sitting down having lunch with like an old friend and they were like, yeah, you're like, oh, what's it like? Like, you've had a baby, like, baby for a year. What's it been like? And so we're like, I've got 10 takeaways. You'd be like, holy fuck.
Like, can we just
Are you really going to share these with me?
Can we do your top 3, please? Your 3 favorite ones.
I just like the best part probably is like, she's at home and she's like, her husband's like, hey, can you take the baby? Like, he's screaming, like, I think he really wants you. I'm working on my LinkedIn post about the baby. I will get to the baby when I'm done with the LinkedIn post about the baby.
And put it on Instagram.
And I gotta get this shit on Instagram too.
You know what happened? She posted that on Instagram and got like 2 likes. And so now Instagram that's it. Instagram's going on the list now.
Instagram's not. On the best part is that her post on Instagram says LinkedIn is a waste.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just thought that was crazy as hell.
Shoot.
Do we have more emails?
Shubnut's in the chat, and he says, how does Jay feel that everyone else hates Drake's music as much as he does now following the Super Bowl halftime show?
Yeah, Jay, you really were ahead of the game.
I was like a decade ahead of this, but now everybody hates Drake. They've come on board.
Did you love it, Jay? Did you love the fact that that Kendrick Lamar on national TV on the highest rated program of the entire year basically
ever.
called
That was the most that was the most viewers of a live TV event ever.
Ever. And he spent that time calling Drake a pedophile.
I mean, I do find that amusing. I didn't need the entire halftime show to be about that, but it was pretty funny, and I just don't know why it took everybody so long to come around on Drake.
It's really pretty funny. By the way, like, I'm assuming he's not a fucking actual pedophile. How did he get away with like a national TV? Like he wrote a song about it. He does it on the Super Bowl, and Drake can do nothing.
Maybe he is. I don't know. There's been no countersuits, so.
And there is a lawsuit actually. Drake is suing I guess the whatever music
Record company.
record company. That's what we're looking for. The record company. He's suing the record company, claiming they pushed out Kendrick Lamar's song. He claims that I think he's suing Spotify also, claiming they were like airing it more than it really needed to air. More like they made it more of a hit than it was, basically.
But notice the lawsuit did not say defamation because I'm not a pedophile.
Yeah.
So, allegations. Think, are you being summoned?
What's going on, Morty?
I'm going to pause this. We had a professional show going, talking about Drake. We want to do another email?
Sure.
It's from Lorenzo. It's time for another great moment in Brink history.
Yeah.
Clue 1. One of the most talked about movies in the Brink catalog.
One of the most talked about movies in the Brink catalog.
I do talk about Very Bad Things a lot. Could be about that.
Yeah, you do actually. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what movies we reference the most. That's up there. Okay.
Clue 2. The film name involves an insect. This was a sequel. Okay. Well, definitely not Very Bad Things.
Is a sequel?
This was the sequel. Beetlejuice?
Yeah, you talk about Beetlejuice a lot. It's Beetlejuice.
Okay. Clue 3. Mark interrogates Jay. Did you interrogate me about the sequel of Beetlejuice?
That wouldn't be a great moment. That wasn't not even that like that wasn't that long ago. And I don't even think we had any particularly amazing moment. Okay, what is it, Jay?
Answer. Oh, answer. Human Centipede 2.
Oh my God.
The film was banned in the UK, and Jay had yet to see it or know much about it. Mark quizzed Jay, so Jay had to guess what would make the movie banned. It turns out his suggestions were way worse than what happened in the actual movie, with Mark getting more and more horrified each time. And that was the great moment in Brink history.
Yes, I think I looked up what happened in the movie and had you guess. I remember that now.
Okay, well, I've since seen parts 2 and 3.
Did he have a date on there?
No, he didn't say. He usually says the episode number. I'm guessing it's between 130 and 160 because his first email is about 134 and his next email is about 164.
Okay.
So I'm guessing he's just doing another re-listen, which bless you, man, for re-listening.
Bless you, man. Yes.
This stuff over and over and over again. I think it's great, but I don't know what your mental state is like after listening to us for hundreds and hundreds of hours.
So a couple of episodes ago, we never got any response to this, but I thought it was a pretty good story about. I was talking about getting scammed with the water filter in the house.
Yes, which I thought was like epic. I mean,
I think we had like a mediocre episode to that point, and the episode took off at that point. Yeah. But anyway, I was trying to think of other times I got scammed that I want to share with you.
Mm-hmm.
So we got this was a while ago, but every year or two we do like a family photo shoot. Did you ever do a family photo shoot?
Hell no.
Really? You and the wife drawn to like we want to see what the difference between 38 and 40 is.
I mean, I know a lot of people get like the picture like Christmas cards and stuff like that.
We don't do that, but we do every. I mean, obviously we don't care that much. It's not like obviously it's not us see what we look like through the years, but more about like the kids through the years.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you had kids, you would do a family photo. Maybe you'd be all into this, Jay. Anyway, so we had someone we were using every year or two, and my wife just found the guy like kind of hard to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was nice, but just extremely unresponsive. She's like, let's find someone else. And so there's like and photographers are not like they're just like anyone online's like, I'm a photographer. You're like, okay, you have a website, you're a photographer. There's not like much to that industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so someone was recommended on Facebook, like in the town Facebook, and we were like, okay, we'll use this woman. She sounds great. Whatever. She's pointing, clicking. For some reason, that cost me like $250, but that's what it is. I don't really know why we had I'm like, I could also just like go to my friend and go, can you hold this camera, just take a picture of us? We're good now. I don't know why we have to like.
The amount of money you spend on stuff you just don't want to do is hilarious to me.
I spend so much money on stuff I don't care about doing. But anyway, so the woman, we go for a photo shoot with the woman. It's like 45 minutes or an hour, I forget whatever it is, and it's like $250.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, and she's like, okay, well, I'll send you the pictures at the end. Like, usually get the pictures like a week or two later. They do whatever touching up afterwards, or they claim they do any touching up after.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she sends us. She's like, here are your pictures. And so she sends like a whole album, and then she goes, well, these are the ones that like you bought also like I want to get a couple that are developed. And so she's like, okay, here's the full thing of pictures, and here are the ones you could develop. Basically, here are I forget if she was actually developing them for us or just sending us the proofs where you can take them to get developed.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, but there are other pictures I like better. Could you just develop the ones that I like better?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, well, if you read the contract, I get to choose the pictures.
What?
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? She's like, I get to choose the pictures. I'm like, it's my family. It's our pictures. I understand that we're only getting a certain number for development, and that's all fine. That's all. But wouldn't we pick the pictures we want? She's like, no. If you like those other pictures better, you can pay extra to get those pictures. You give us a photo shoot and then tell us basically you're going to pick the mediocre pictures and then have us pay extra money to get the better pictures.
100% what she did, yeah.
She's like, no, I picked the ones that are best, but that's the contract. if you want those other pictures, I was like, listen, you fucking bitch. Like this is absurd. Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna try to keep like trying to pick out the best. Like I'm like, man, I'm like, what the hell? Like you're picking pictures. We should pick it's our fucking family. What the fuck's wrong with you, psycho?
Every picture is like somebody blinking or looking in the other direction. She's like, "Yep, those are the best ones."
I mean, it wasn't that bad, but like there were pictures that were clearly better. I mean, we actually just didn't love the whole photo shoot for whatever reason. Like the weather wasn't great, like whatever. But we were like, you can't. And then I was like, I'm gonna write this terrible review about her on Facebook. And my wife's like, well, I gave my sister a family photo package from the same woman, and you can't write a review online and then have her see that before they get the photo package. It won't be much of a gift if she sees that we wrote a bad review about this person. We're giving a gift. Like, fuck.
Well, leave it in draft as soon as as soon as her sister gets it, hit send.
We just basically just gave up. Basically, we got some pictures that were mediocre, and we were like, "Well, fuck it. We're not gonna get the better pictures because this woman is just an absolute horrible person."
That sucks, but that's what you get for doing family photo shoots.
I think so. This guy that my wife found difficult to deal with. She went back to him after. The pictures are always great, but he was like difficult. But I remember, so we did a photo shoot in 2021 in the spring. And that was the time when the vaccines had just come out. Mm-hmm. And it was an outdoor photo shoot anyway. And we were talking like, oh, hey, yeah, we haven't seen you in a while since COVID and blah, blah, we're excited to do the pictures, blah, blah. And he's like, and something about COVID. And she's like, well, we're all vaccinated, so it's okay. And he's like, no, I didn't get vaccinated. And my wife's like, fuck, I hate this guy. She's like, take the pictures. Fuck.
That's awesome.
You got more emails?
Yeah, let's do one more. And then we'll do the rest next time.
Okay, cool. Jay believes there's going to be a next time. By the way, buy the card game, and Jay will wear the toupee. I think the toupee is a pretty good one.
That's a good one. Lorenzo writes, hey guys, U.S. fast food chain Wendy's is making a big push into Australia this year with over 200 stores set to open in the coming years. What are we in for? Any tips? So I like Wendy's. I like Wendy's more than McDonald's and Burger King.
I would agree with you on that one. Like, if you compare those three, the Frosties, I mean, they're basically just ice cream milkshakes that are like thicker. Yep. They're tasty. The
dipping your fries in the Frosties, that's a good one.
Okay, I never did that.
Yeah,
but I think I've seen people. I don't think it's actually that weird, but I know people do that.
That's a pro tip.
The chili is really good.
Chili's good. Spicy chicken sandwich is good.
Yeah, you get the potato, put the chili on top of the potato. It's kind of excellent.
Never thought of that. Yeah, they have baked potatoes. I never thought of putting the chili on that.
Yeah, and you also dip the fries in the chili. I say the chili and the Frosty are my two favorite things they have there.
Yeah. Yeah. So, it's good stuff. I mean, I think the burgers are better than McDonald's or Burger King. They're square.
Is it surprising, though? Like, I mean, McDonald's has been in Australia for a while. Like, is it surprising Wendy's, like, right now is like, we're going into Australia, 2025?
I think they're not.
How is it not already there?
I think they're not doing good in the U.S., and so they're looking to go overseas.
Okay.
Some chains do better, like Sizzlers everywhere in Thailand.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there's like 3 left in the United States.
I think I've eaten at Sizzler like once, and it's just like it's kind of like I don't know something about that. Like I remember just being like you're kind of like okay, this is not that great.
Yeah, we went to my wife's family wanted to take us out and they wanted to impress us with their knowledge, I guess, of American food, and they took us to Sizzler. So we ate Sizzler in Thailand.
Oh, here's a question before the show's about to end, but what's a chain or some type of food that you had your views changed dramatically on, and not like from you can do from a kid till now also, but just like to me some kind of I'll give you an example. Mm-hmm. This is from a kid to now, but like I have an adult one and I have a kid one. So
okay.
As a kid, I thought the Olive Garden was the most amazing restaurant ever, and now I'm horrified having eaten there.
I have never eaten there.
Okay. Well, when you like basically I also this was my stage in my life when I was a little like I was a round kid and like to eat, and they give you unlimited breadsticks and unlimited salad, but not telling you the bread and the salad alone will kill you. But I remember just as a kid, you're like I couldn't move after I left the restaurant. I ate so much. Mm-hmm. And then as an adult, something I've changed my view on. as far as fast food, I always thought like if I'm gonna have a fast food, Subway. Subway is like, and now I feel like I don't think I ever want to have Subway again.
I'm with you on that one. Yeah, I thought it was. I didn't love it as a kid, but I liked it, and now I just like I don't want to eat it.
I don't want to eat Subway. No,
No.
but I thought it was like okay, it's like a healthier quote unquote. It's not. And I mean, if you, like, I still not terrible, but I just don't really want to have Subway again.
When I was a kid, I thought Fridays was the greatest place.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's along the lines of
Yeah,
kind of an olive, not Olive Garden, but like yeah, I get that the Fridays. It seemed like a cool hip place.
yeah, yeah. My friend and I went to Boston in like sixth grade, and his parents just let us walk around the city, and we went to Fridays and got like a strawberry banana smoothie or something. Like,
Yeah,
it was like the greatest
those
place ever.
their drinks were like big. Were like they were delicious.
Yeah, yeah. As far as other foods, I mean, I definitely used to like McDonald's, and I don't like it now. Um, yeah, I mean, I haven't had a huge change on many other things.
Okay.
I'm definitely less into Taco Bell than I used to be, but I think their just menu got worse.
Yeah, I mean Taco Bell's delicious, but again, I guess fast food generally I'm into less than I was before.
They change the menu so often. It's like I have to relearn what's in the store every time I go.
Well, that was part of their key to success, though. Like they were like them changing their menus, like they did really well after changing the menus. And then I think that guy, did he take over Chipotle or like maybe became or he became the head of Starbucks. I forget the guy that did the Live Moss menu thing. Like Taco Bell did fantastic on that. So while you didn't like it, the young people liked it.
Yeah, I just you get hooked on something and then it's like, well, it's gone forever. Like Trader Joe's does that too. To get you hooked on something, like, yeah, we're just never going to carry that product again. Sorry.
Okay. He's like, where's my goddamn smack?
All right, so yeah, we'll be back on February 25th because that is our interview.
With I thought we decided not to do that. We're doing that still?
Yeah, we're doing that.
Okay, cool.
We're doing that on February 25th. So we're going to have an interview with someone who was a Playboy centerfold and is now an author. So,
Yes. It's not who you're thinking of.
So yes, we have that booked now for February 25th. So put that on your calendar.
Can't wait.
Good. You sound very excited.
I'm so excited. Can't wait.
Okay, good. All right. So thanks for listening, everybody. Kickstarter link is in the show notes, so check that out. That's launching on February 20th. And we will be back once Mark takes his third vacation of the year.
Okay. Well, like something's wrong with that.
I just don't know how you do it. I guess recruiting does a little bit better than I originally thought.
I got vacation now. I'm going away in March. Going away.
I don't know why I got my CPA. I should have just done recruiting.
I have a short trip to Florida for spring training in March. This is a family trip. We're going skiing and seeing whatever. It'll be fun.
All right. Anyway, thanks for listening. We will see you soon.
Bye, love. Goodbye, everybody.
Oh shit. Jay, one more question.
This is the end.
Jay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, one more question. Andrew writes, because I have to get the guy. He writes, put the Luca trade in brink of sanity terms.
The Luca trade in brink of sanity terms. I guess that would be like if
Who was the guest host you said was the worst?
well
You had one that was terrible.
well I was gonna go with that, but then I was thinking like Anthony Davis isn't the worst, so I was trying to think of like a one that was like okay but not great.
Okay, trading Bry. We're going to trade Bry for Jay's old
A different old roommate that I had on the show.
your the show you used to do your public access show.
Oh, Will?
Yeah, he wasn't good on the show.
No, very funny guy. Not great on.
I'm sure he's hilarious. The skits you guys did was funny. Like he just wasn't good on the show.
It's weird because like my friends that are funny in like real life have been not funny on the podcast and vice versa.
I guess I'm not funny in the real life. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, like original, like the original co-host of the show is funny. In real life.
Artie, that's the one I was thinking of.
Artie.
Trading Bri for Artie is kind of like the trade. I guess also it would have to be an older version. You have to like.
Well, no, it'd be like trading you for Artie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. Thank you, Andrew.
Say goodbye, you better go away. I'm gonna leave you. It's the end. Goodbye. Just leave me alone. Feels so good to say goodbye. I'm sick and tired and I'm saying goodbye. Goodbye, girl. Goodbye, everybody.
All right.